Hi everybody, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel, Touch of Magic. Happy to see you today. Welcome to our new release for Zippy Wishes Stamp. Today I am doing a little fun set here called Zippy Winter for the new Sweet Wishes release, which is coming out this October 10th. The set that I was sent is this one. It's the Zippy Winter. I do not have the dies. I apologize for the fussy cutting. What we're going to make is one of the cards I made for this release. I've already sent my samples to Simon, but I've kept one similar one. Is this fun little fold here. So we're going to just walk through how to do this. And the fun thing is you can do it with really any type of topic. It's great for smaller images. It's a nice way to be able to do that without having to always have a big image. So if you have stamp sets with smaller images for any occasion, this style of card would work really well. And when it's flat, it's 5.5 by 4. So it will fit in a standard A2 envelope, and it's pretty flat. So mailing would be very simple. So that's what we're going to work with. I'm just going to set that off at the top. I am working on a new mat that I bought after Scrapbooking Cards Today Crop and Create weekend. I got this from LDRS. It is gorgeous and floral and magnetic and white. I would love feedback on how this looks for filming. So if you want to leave comments, that would be appreciated. But let's get into the fun part of the project. I've pre-done a couple of things because this isn't about coloring. This is about a fun design and something easy. I've used the All Snowflakes stamp set. So this one is neat because it leaves your snowflakes white and your background is all color. And I did a few different ones. On this one, sorry, I'm reaching across, you can see that I did embossing. So I did white heat embossing, and then I ink blended through the embossing as an emboss resist, which you could do in any colors. And then I did one that's just in blues as well with the white behind. But this is what we're going to start with. And then I've got two pieces here that are 1 3/4 by 5 inches. Nope, 1 3/4 by 5.5. And then a piece of paper here that is 9 inches by 5.5. And then scoring, I will get my scoreboard out, but I've done it on this craft piece, so hopefully you can see the lines. So your first score line is here at 2 inches. Your second one is at 3 1/4. And then you flip it and you do it again. So you've got 2 inches and then 3 1/4. So I do have this sheet here that I'm gonna do it on as well. So I've got my Altenew scoreboard here. And what's left of the Altenew Teflon bone folder, it's well loved, as you can tell. So we're gonna score here at the 2 inch mark. I tend to start mine down farther. I find it easier. And then we've got 3 1/4. And I tend to double score because it's a good weight paper. Flip, score at 2. And then again at 3 1/4. And what you're going to do now is it makes a Z fold. So you're going to fold this one back. Give it a light score so it stays flat. Then this one, same thing, you're going to fold away. And it really doesn't matter which way you score it, it's still going to fold. And now this line here, we're going to fold the opposite way. So you can see this. And then this one will do the same. And then they'll meet approximately in the middle if I did it right. And the nice thing is now it's going to stand like this. This cardstock is from Hero Arts. And I also have another one here in a different purple from Zippy Wishes Stamp. I want to do a couple of samples just to show different options of what you can do. So the other thing I'm going to do is I'm using the embossing folder called Cheery Snowflakes. And those two pieces of white cardstock I have run through. So you can see that we have a nice impression on there. You have that, and those go on here, so you can see that they will fit nicely into the space here and into the space here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim down this panel for the center part. I've got my trimmer here. This is my Creative Memories one. And we're just going to trim this down. Now for the center panel, what you need is a piece that is, double check my note here, 2.5 by 5.25. So I'm just trimming off the white edges here. And I'm going to go 5.25. There we go. And then I want 2.5. So I'm going to go to the 2.5 mark. And the nice thing is a big panel like this will actually make you 2 cards. So I started with a 6x6 panel for the large stamp. And then what I'm going to do is a little adhesive. Be back in 1 second. I have to refill my dispenser. Alrighty, I have refilled my little Simon Says Stamp dot runner. And because I want to make sure the edges stick, I do run it right to the very edge as much as possible so that my edging does not lift. And we're just going to center that on this panel. And the nice thing about the dot runner is it does give you a minute to lift it if you need to. Okay, and then we'll line up number 2 here. One day this will get less nerve-wracking on camera, but we're not there just yet. So there we go. We've got that just goes like that. And then your panel, it is wider, so it will sit flush, right? Which is nice because then you have that overlapping. There's no border on that, which I think on this one, I did cut it a little smaller and I did a border with it, which you can do either way. But this one I'm doing it. This design I learned at Crop and Create. It is a Jennifer McGuire Brilliance, of course. She has so many great videos on fun folds. I'm gonna go flat like this. So I'm trying to make sure I'm centered here. It's hard to work on the back end of that. There we go. Now with these cute little images, this stamp set is so cute. And the nice thing is that I don't have the dies with it. When I receive the set, it is just the set of stamps as an affiliate designer for Simon. But I didn't find them terribly hard to cut out. You can see that I did, cut out the little extra snow swooshies. I don't know, what are we going to call that? And these are designed that you can add a shadow to the image if you want to. Here, I've got these ones that I stamped out. So you could use that just to add a shadow to the big ones, and that's for your little ones. You can add, add a shadow anywhere on it, type of thing. These are designed by Cathy Zielske. They're just fun. I went with a set of colors that I thought just said snow in winter. So that one will go there. And I've got the Hope Your Holidays Are, which I deliberately have overlapping so that it ties everything in together. And then I will, can't see that, it's off camera. I will make another of the sentiments here. These, again, I fussy cut. They're not too terribly hard to do. You could also replicate it this way. I did think of this as a design as well, where you could have the snow fun. So it's just like that. So I will take a second, I will put this together and I'll come back. I stamped the sentiment in Seafoam, which is the color that is in here that I'm pulling. And I did this in the darker shade, which is Surf. And then this I actually used ink smushed down to watercolor. It's on watercolor paper. And then a white pearl paint over top to give it a little bit of shimmer to, you know, look like a snowball. And of course it's heat embossed in Simon Says Stamp White Fine Detail Embossing. And then we're just going to put everything down. You can, if you want, use a heavier block to hold things in place while you're working on it if you want it closed, which will do some. I think I will just leave it open and do it that way. Okay, I want him on a bit of an angle so he looks like he's being thrown. Snowballs, because it's snow fun. Now, the nice thing to always remember about card making is there's no rules. You gotta do what feels like it's fun, which feels good to you. There is no perfection here. There's no right and no wrong. You gotta do the things that are fun. Stretch yourself, try new things. And in the worst case scenario, in the wise words of Cathy Zielske, it's just paper. If it's not what you want and it's not great, toss it. Start again. T-square to line it up, and there we are. A really fun, cute little card. You could add gems if you wanted, but I think the shine on here stands on its own. And then that will fit in a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 envelope. Actually, let me just grab one and we'll see. Okay, which one do we like? Oh, I think the purple. So you can see that this size will indeed fit. Oops. Fit fully in the envelope, which is terrific. And then it will stand beautifully. So there we have it. I hope you enjoy the new release. From what I can see so far, it looks like there's a lot of amazing things coming this month. I do hope you will enjoy it. I will have links to everything I've used in the description below. If you do choose to use those, which I do appreciate, they are affiliate links and they earn me a small commission, which help me keep my channel going and grow. Thank you for spending time with me. I do hope that you will give this a thumbs up if you found it helpful and informative. If you enjoyed it, please share with a friend. And also, if you haven't already, please subscribe. It's always appreciated. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.